Got the call at 6:47 in the morning. My phone don't ring at that hour with good news. I already knew before I answered. Something in the ring itself, I don't know how to explain that. Just knew. Dude on the other end couldn't get the sentence out clean. Kept starting it and stopping it, which told me everything before the words did. Jay was gone, 26 years old, 3 blocks from his mama's house. Over something I still don't fully understand. Over something that in 10 years nobody will remember the origin of. But Jay won't be here in 10 years, and that's the part that won't sit right inside my chest, no matter how many times I turn it over. We grew up in the same building, same floor, different apartments. His mama and my mama borrowed sugar from each other. That's how far back this goes. Birthday parties in the same community room. First day of school photographs on the same stoop. 20-something years of a person present in my life like furniture, like something so constant. You stop registering it's there until it isn't. And then the absence has a shape. The absence has a specific shape that fits exactly where it used to be. Another shirt with his face on it. Another vigil, another corner with candles. Another mama who'll never be the same. Another number we stopped calling but can't delete. This city just keeps taking. Like it don't know what it's throwing away. Like these lives don't cost nothing. They cost everything. They cost everything. The vigil was a Tuesday. Whole block came out. People I hadn't seen in years. United by the specific thing nobody wanted to be united by. Candles in the wind. Somebody's phone playing his favorite song. People crying in the way people cry. When the grief is too large for the body to manage quietly. His mama stood there holding herself together with a composure that broke my heart more than tears would have, because I know what that composure costs. I watch women on this block develop that composure through repetition, through practice they never asked for, through burying people they made with their own bodies and still standing, still upright, still present, because the block needs them to be, and they know it. People were talking about retaliation by Thursday. The conversation happening in corners and cars and low voices. I stayed out of it, not out of fear, out of the knowledge that the retaliation becomes somebody else's vigil, somebody else's shirt. And the cycle prints another edition of the same story with different names on the front page. I've seen this loop enough times to know that nobody wins inside of it. Jay wouldn't have wanted that anyway. He was trying to get out. People forget that already. Had a plan, a real one. Was talking about it 2 weeks before. 2 weeks before. I keep coming back to 2 weeks before. The proximity of it. How close he was to a different version of the story. And how little that proximity means now. Because close don't count in this. And 26 years old is where his story ends. And I'm supposed to just keep living in the same city that keeps doing this to people I love, and I do, because what else is there? But I don't know how to make peace with it. I don't think I'm supposed to. Yeah. Summer meant something different back then. Men outside until the streetlights came on. That was the only alarm clock that mattered. Everything else was just hours inside of hours. Somebody's uncle had a grill going by noon. Somebody's mama had the door open, radio leaking out. That one song that was everywhere that year, playing from 3 different windows, slightly out of sync. We didn't have much, but the block had a fullness to it, a density of life that I didn't have a word for then. Now I call it community, call it belonging. Back then it was just Tuesday, just summer, just home. We played until we couldn't anymore. Came inside sweaty and arguing and genuinely happy. The kind of happy that doesn't know it's happy because it hasn't learned yet what the alternative feels like. I remember the specific quality of those evenings. How the heat would soften around 7 and everything would go that particular gold color, and time would slow down in a way it doesn't anymore. Like the day was trying to hold itself open a little longer. I was maybe 10 in my clearest memories of it, old enough to be free. Young enough to be fearless, not knowing what was coming, which was a gift I couldn't have appreciated then. You can't appreciate the absence of weight until you've carried some.
I give something real to go back just one day,
Not to stay,
just to feel it again.
yeah. The way summer felt like it would last forever.
Back then,
Yeah, there's a kid on my old block who reminds me of me at that age. Same walk, same look of having somewhere important to be, even when he's clearly just wandering. I watch him from the car sometimes when I drive through. Try not to make it weird, just a moment of recognition across the years. I wanna tell him something useful, but I don't know how to say. Everything is gonna get complicated in a way that's helpful rather than just frightening. So I just watch him move and feel something that sits between grief and gratitude and doesn't have a clean name. My grandmother's house had a specific smell that I've never encountered anywhere else in 30-something years. Some combination of her specific cooking and the specific wood and something underneath that I think was just her. The house is someone else's now. Different paint, different everything. But I drove past it last year and sat outside for a minute, trying to decide what I was doing there. Decided I was just paying respect to a place that made me feel safe, before I knew that safety was something that could be taken away. We're all just carrying the houses we grew up in, the smells, the sounds, the specific light through specific windows, the people who stood in the rooms and loved us before we were anyone in particular. Just a kid in summer, thinking the best things lasted forever. I still think that, actually, just about different things now, different things about
I give something real to go back just one day,
not to stay.
just to feel it again.
The way summer felt like it would last forever.
Back then, I give
Love, money, blues. Counted blessings with the same hands I counted bills. Told myself it's temporary, pay for everything, but still something in the chest don't settle when the rent is right. When the money came from places you don't speak about at night. Watch my brother catch a case behind the play we made. I got out, he didn't, that's a debt I never paid. Visit when I can, but glass between us feel like miles. He still laughs the same, but his eyes ain't got the same smile. Blood money got a color that don't wash out in the rain. Spend it on the family, but it spend them all the same. Bought my mama something nice, she said thank you, hugged me close. But I could feel her wondering how I wrote the note. Blood money blues, you can't pray it clean, you can't sleep it loose. Every dollar got a story that you chose not to use. Blood money blues, chasing better days through the worst of moves. Now everything I built sitting on the roof. Blood money blue. Had a young boy on the corner looking up to me. Told him stay in school while I was running in the streets. That's the contradiction living in my chest every day. Preaching one thing, moving different, both feeling real some ways. Lost the plug, lost the partner, almost lost my mind. Found religion for a month, then fell back in the grind. Not because I wanted to, because the bills don't wait, because the system got a way of keeping good men late. I ain't asking for your sympathy, I know how this sounds, but righteousness is complicated when you running around with your back against the wall and your family needing more. Sometimes wrong feels like the only door. Blood money blues, you can't pray it clean, you can't sleep it loose. Every dollar got a story that you chose not to use. Blood money blues, chasing better days through the worst of moves. Now everything I built sitting on the roof. receipts, but they don't tell the whole truth. Just numbers on the paper where the real costs went through. My son looked at me yesterday like I hung the moon. I smiled back and swallowed everything I've been going through. Blood money spends the same, but it weighs different every single time. They don't pour out liquor on the evening news. Don't say our names unless it fits the narrative they choose. No candlelight vigils on the boulevard we walk. No moment of silence for the light behind the chalk. Mama found out through a phone call, shaking hands. Nobody sent flowers, barely nobody came. The neighborhood grieved in that quiet way it do. Posted on the gram for a week, then moved on through. I've been to too many funerals for men my age. Suits we only wear the burials and quarter raiments. Every time I button up, I feel it in my chest. Another one we love got laid to rest. Nobody cried for us on the television screen. Nobody marched for us unless it's politically clean. We just ghosts in the machine. Love hard, died young, somewhere in between. Nobody cried for us, but we cried for each other. That's the only thing that's left when the world don't see your brother. Grew up where the ambulance took its time arriving, where survival wasn't living, it was more like just surviving. Where the corner store knew your name before your teacher did. Where the first man you respected was a neighborhood kid. Wasn't much, but it was ours and we protected it. The block had its own code, its own etiquette. You violate, you know, but outside looking in, they just see the crime and never see what led to it. My nigga Dre was more than what the report described. Funny lawyer would give his last, that's who he was inside. But they'll never write that part, they never do. Just another statistic in a neighborhood that never made the news. Nobody cried for us on the television screen. Nobody marched for us unless it's politically clean. We just ghosts in the machine. Love hard, died young, somewhere in between. Nobody cried for us, but we cried for each other. That's the only thing that's left when the world don't see your brother. Yeah. I write this for the ones who never got a headline, for the mothers holding photos past the deadline, for the daughters who grew up asking why he left, not knowing that he didn't choose to take his last breath, for the block that never healed, just learned to function, for the grief that never got a proper introduction. We've been crying in the dark since before I can remember. Every summer got a funeral, every hood got its December. I ain't looking for your pity or your politics, just acknowledge that we human underneath all of this. We bleed, we love, we lose, we carry weight, and we deserve to be mourned before it's too late. Nobody cried for us, so we learn to cry quiet in cars and showers at 3 in the morning when the block finally goes still. We cry for each other because nobody else will. Yeah. Yeah. Let me be specific about who I am before you write the summary. I've seen the version you prepared and it's missing several things, like the years of work you skipped over to get to the conclusion, like the context you removed because it complicated the image. I've been reduced to a category in rooms. I walked in the hall, watched people read the cover and decide they knew the contents. Watched assumptions get built and furnished and moved into before I opened my mouth to offer a single correction. I'm not what you needed me to be for your narrative. The work, not the cautionary tale, not the exception, not the inspiration poster, not the representative of anything except this specific life. Lived in this specific body, making these specific choices. I know who I am with a clarity that took years to arrive at, and I'm not written that out so somebody else can feel oriented. You want a version of me that fits the frame you already built. Build something bigger, a step back from the wall. This is mine. The story, the name, the face, all of it.
Not yours to summarize, not yours to assign.
I've been letting the world narrate me long enough.
Watch me say it in my own words this time.
This is mine. The double standard has a specific texture when you live inside it. Code switch wrong and your progressive code switch right, and you're performing too polished and you're not authentic, too raw. Your reliability to target moves specifically so you can never fully land on it. I sat in rooms where my presence was tolerated, and I welcomed smile through things that required a different response. The smiling filed it and kept moving because the alternative was being removed from spaces I had every right to occupy and knew it. I don't carry that as damage anymore. I carry it as data, information about the rooms and the people running them. I know what I'm walking into before the door opens. Now I've developed the fluency in subtext that I didn't ask for but have, and I use it. I'm not pretending I don't use it. Navigation is not the same as surrender. I know what I'm doing and why and what it costs, and I decide every time whether this space is worth the entry fee. Some rooms I don't enter anymore, let them wonder. The ones I do enter, I walk through as myself entirely, not the palatable version, not the adjusted edition, the actual one. Complicated, specific, unedited, that's non-negotiable now. That part I'm done negotiating.